I wasn't going to say shit. I was just going to let him keep going.
Oh, please don't. Oh.
Oh man, welcome to the Raw Uncensored podcast, man. I got some new faces and some old faces today, man. But I'm gonna start off, man. I gotta say this, man. LA, man, I appreciate you, man, because I can respect somebody. Don't piss around the bush. You know what I mean? Our little thing we had going on. I'm talking about the over the week, man, about the video. I'm glad you said how you really felt and didn't piss around the bush. I can respect that, man.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people would have pissed around the bush and put it on Facebook, but I'm glad you did it with man to man and you said how you felt, man. I appreciate that.
I always do, man. If you want to know how I feel, just ask and I'll tell you. That's one thing about me.
LA definitely won't hesitate to say what it says.
That's right.
So I really appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir, man. And like I said, it's not even really a big deal, man. Because look, we're back. You know, it's the same old, same old. You know, I just had to say what I had to say, and I appreciate you just respecting my feelings and stuff like that instead of trying to be I shouldn't feel that way or I shouldn't be doing it. Oh, man, you just being soft. If you being, you know what I'm saying? You understood what I said. You apologized, and we just move on, man. Because there's plenty of stuff that we can sit here and talk about. Besides that,
and let's get into that, man. Let's get the panel. How was your week, man? LA, since I went on you, man. How was your week?
We live?
Know what you did? Yeah, we already live. We skipped the video, cool, man.
Oh, that's right. I see it. Oh man, my weekend was great. Did the podcast for 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Friday I went to the Spot on Kirk and did some improv with Big Lit Conspiracy. That's an improv group here in Roanoke that I perform with. And then Saturday was at the Coffee Pot. Did a show with H.L. Boney. He tore it up, man. Okay. He's a very good comedian. Very good comedian.
Yes.
You could tell people who's been doing it for a while and got their shit together, as people would say. So it was great. I mean, it was an open mic in the beginning, but it was just JC and Chow and myself doing it like it usually is, because people don't want to. Anyway.
Okay. Hey JC, man, I'm glad you out, man. I'm glad you out. I'm glad you're not on First 48 Virginia. How you doing today, man?
What in the hell is the First 48 Virginia, sir?
You know what I mean? Because I heard you had a problem with your daughter, man. I'm glad you're not First 48. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm glad you didn't hide the body.
Oh,
you know?
I got you. Yeah, it's I'll have to put that on the back burner for a little while. It's a little situation with that
okay.
I had to bring in some legal.
Oh, okay. That's good. You handle that way, man.
Yeah. Which I mean, it is what it is either way, but I'm trying to do things more civilly. But yeah, the week was good. I guess I'm gonna end up having to see the surgeon again and go for another back surgery.
Hey.
Tried out some new stuff with the open mic. It when you're hurting so daggone bad you can't think, you probably shouldn't show up to a daggone show. But if I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. And I don't think it went absolutely terrible. I didn't kill it. I didn't bomb. I didn't get a standing ovation.
Here we go.
Pow, pow, pow.
Oh man. Oh shit.
But it went. I'm looking forward to going to the Spot on Kirk on Tuesday and doing what I should have done Saturday. And then I got a show coming up Friday at the Copper Steel.
Okay. So no anal jokes this time, right?
No anal jokes.
Okay.
You know that anal joke wasn't supposed to actually slip in there,
So
but I
you
wasn't paying
improv it.
attention, and I started to set, and I was like, "Fuck! It ain't no turning back now."
There really is no turning back on anal.
Is that what he said?
Here we go.
I was gonna get away from him this week. I thought I had to wait till Friday to mess with, but no, here he is. Starting to off. Funny man.
Funny man. Let the people know how your weekend was and all that, man.
How my weekend was. Well, I felt bad because I had a show last night in Baltimore, Maryland, and I have Lyme disease or whatever now. So sometimes, you know what I mean, I don't feel as. Anyway, I ended up canceling the show, and I felt real bad or whatever. I started to drive, and I couldn't focus. My head was pounding and everything off. So I can't make this show. But which reminds me, you know what I mean, like your health is always your number one priority or whatever. You know what I mean? And I take responsibility with everyone because I wasn't doing, you know what I mean? I normally do the steam offs and you know what I mean, the natural stuff now, and I was slacking and everything. And you know what I mean, that Lyme disease hit me with the Michael Jackson, you know. Do you remember?
Hit you with the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, we said, remember the time. Remember that time he was in the hospital? Remember the time that, you know what I mean? That
Song number 1, 7 minutes.
Hold up, pause. He hit me with the thing. I was like, yo, Tariq got canceled the show. He said, no one's gonna be there. I said, come on, man. He gave me with Alicia Keys. Come on, man. Hey, man. But I gotta go to my man with the chest hair out now, man. My guy, Xander J. Hobson, the formerly of boxing documentaries and the average man. Let the people know, man. Give him that shit, man.
Xander J. Hobson, comedian, director and producer of boxing documentaries, Troll, to those who need trolling. And not formally, man, you know, I gotta be moved by the notion to make you know, to drop some boxing content, man. You know, I got a bit of a shadow ban on my channel because when I started initially doing a lot of posts, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I got on the wrong side of some Kevin Samuels disciples. So, you know, they was reporting my channel. But, you know, hey, man, it was a good week. I'll start with the comedy. You know, I was from Baltimore all the way up to New York between Monday and Thursday. Had a good week doing comedy. It ended on a sour note because I got my car towed while I was up in New York. Damn. But you know, it was cool. It wasn't. Well, hey man, listen. If you got to get your car towed in either New York or Philadelphia, you better off in New York, man. I got my car back in the minimum amount of time. So you know that was that adventure. Then you know you had a pretty big fight this weekend, man. You had it was a legacy fight. Conor Benn, the son of former boxing champion Nigel Benn, for Chris Eubank Jr., son of former boxing champion Chris Eubank Sr. And these guys are 2-2 right now, man. As a matter of fact, I can see them fighting the third fight so that, you know, I'm sure the people will want to see it, but, you know, they got more money to make. And I don't know if you guys.
So who won the fight?
Well, they 1-1. Eubank won the first fight, and Ben won the last fight. So they tied. They even right now. Okay. And they'll probably fight again for a third time. You know, the Ali Fraser type of thing. The three fight trilogy, old day shit. And Yeah,
Is
man.
this boxing or UFC?
Boxing.
Say again?
Boxing.
Boxing. This is boxing. Yeah. Yeah, this is boxing, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, that's what, that's what's going on, man. That's what, that's where I'm at right now. You know what I mean?
Okay. I gotta get to the man. This man got 45 jobs. This man, he can't have no pistol, but he can have a stick. So I know he knows the law. You know what I mean? I appreciate that brother hitting the man with a stick, not a gun, because I talk to this man 3 times a week, like we sellies. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? How you doing, Mr. 505? Sound like a co-host. I stole that from LA and Chow Bout. Shout out to Chow Bout. I gotta get on Chow Bout because I don't like how niggas stealing this style. Pause. I see all these fucking AI videos.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and say, hey, shout out to Chow. And he was one of the first comics that I know of. I'm gonna say on that was putting out the AI videos, and it's somebody out there really biting the style.
A motherfucker pulled his head apart.
Hey,
he pulled his head apart like a chicken breast.
Hey man, hey, now getting the powder knocked out his nose. Hey, I want y'all to know that that's a Tennessee thing. I want y'all to know. I have talked about how much powder get done in Tennessee on most occasions. So that right there does not it just don't surprise me. It could have happened how that individual was in Tennessee. They could have took him in the back room and filled his nose full of powder. Who knows? But as far as I am the Mr. 505, I am just a regular man, just trying to do what I can. Just enjoying life, man, doing comedy and getting ready for the Naked Truth 5 this weekend, and we're gonna have a good time, middle child mayhem. And hopefully one day soon we're gonna get JC to Tennessee. I think it's about time for JC to come on and show us his white chocolateness and come in here and get some of this black room action.
Shoot, Jamal Curtis to come on out. Jamal Curtis, shoot, Jamal's more comfortable in a room full of black folks than he is of white folks.
Hey man, and that's solid right there. To my brother LA, I will say this, brother, we did not get what we were supposed to get tonight.
I know.
We did not get what we were supposed to get, and I blame Rod for this. I feel I blame Rod for this because I believe Rod set it up to the point of, hey man, I'm gonna be somebody's savior tonight.
Nah, man, the man called me. The man said, man, he got shit to do, man. But let me get into some of these comments real quick, man.
Okay.
My man OC's here. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, but I ain't fuck with him like that for real. Okay.
Okay.
He said, I know a guy that bombed in Tennessee before. God almighty. Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Gentlemen, good evening. Ciao.
What up, Chow?
Is Xander sleeping? Somebody asked.
They ain't never got to worry about Xander sleeping. That man got his whole chest out.
Is Mr. 505 sleeping? That nigga don't sleep when he sleep. Okay?
Yeah, I have never sleep. You ain't never got to worry about me being asleep.
Okay.
No.
Yo, I thought LA had braids.
I definitely might come off as somebody that has braids.
He is walking that Denzel Washington training day look.
See, here we go. What?
He said Ben said that was the last fight. All right.
I said the Denzel Washington training day look.
Shout laughed at something. Hey yo, ha ha ha. He came back with a habit. Come on, Chow. Come on, Chow. Not the book of sugar.
Hey, man. Hey.
Yes,
I don't know if he can afford that. I heard he was broke.
Man, hey.
I'm pissed. OC said I'm pissed.
You know what? I during that show, Rod's got some of these damn videos or whatever. But JC, I'm gonna tell you something. Like I was doing some crap in this exact show, which is kind of weird to say. But I was doing some crowd work about talking about how people get their medication through the mail and shit like that, right? So
Right.
I asked this gentleman that was in the crowd. I was like, how do you get your medication? This, that, and the other. Was he a veteran? Man, why this man say he got kicked out of the army for cocaine? Like literally like literally in the crowd. It says he got kicked out of the military for cocaine use. So that lets you know there is cocaine getting done still in Tennessee for some reason.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't understand it, but hey, to each his own. But he could have powdered his nose. Who knows?
Man, but yeah, man. Hey, Chow. I don't want to put 2 to 2 together, but you did say somebody did say thank you. You helped with them videos, man. Just blink 2 times if there's that person, man. Because man,
fuck this shit, man. Hey,
he's paying homage to Chow.
Nah.
Because Chow taught him. Chow taught him. It's Chow's fault. If Chow didn't say anything, you probably wouldn't know how to do it. So Chow.
Yeah, I blame Chow for this.
Yep.
And man, at the end of the day, we know what it is. You
got the blink. You got the blink. You got the blink.
Hey man, and shoot.
I'm telling you, man.
Damn.
Hey man, you know what I mean? I think that shit's gonna get oversaturated though. Be honest with you, with those videos, man. You know what I mean? I think we can only see the same videos. You know what I mean? Can surface. At least be creative with the AI. That's all I ask. Be creative with the AI.
Okay. So go to JC_Allen_comedy on TikTok, and you will see some creative AIs.
Go check them out. Man. Milo got a little hoe and shit, man. You know what I mean? Chop out is doing it, man. He about to have some cubs, man. Send them cubs over here, man. I got a baby mom that need one. I'm gonna get my daughter that day though. What do you say?
Somebody gonna be having some cheetahs.
No creativity is definitely going to get old as fat. That's facts, man. That's serious.
Or might have a lion named Shiloh.
Hey, but man, you know what? Yeah, Shiloh Bow. That shit's gonna be crazy, man. But what y'all thoughts about this, man? I talked to somebody, and I talked to the guy that I met at open mic. He's an older cat. He started in the 90s.
I know it's your show, Rob, but can we go back? What happened? I mean, I expected someone to be here, and then all of a sudden they said
they told me this. They told me this. They said I gotta promote a show I got coming up.
They lied.
So I can't come on. That's what they told me.
What better way to promote a show than to come on to a podcast where you have regional? I promote this show as it is a regional show because there are people here from different regions. So what better way do you have to promote a show? Because last time that I checked, I know I share for the Rod Uncensored show. I know LA does as well. JC promotes everybody's shit. Not just some people's shit. He gonna drop a like and a share on everybody's shit. So what better promotion do you have? And that's no slack to you, Mr. Green. That's no slack to you. And Xander, brother, please put your nipple up. Please. I love you, brother. Please put your nipple up. But like seriously, there's no better way to promote than people right here that promote shows. Everybody on here promotes a fucking show. And not just an open mic, real shows.
He didn't want to get roasted. He knew what was coming.
Then at the end of the day, that's already happened. We've all saw the video. You've already been roasted. You've already been roasted. That's you've seen the video. Now just come get this work and let's push on. At the end of the day, we all gonna get roasted at one point. Everybody gonna bomb once or twice. just claim the bomb and move on. Just don't say you killed the shit. That's all you got to do. I have bombed and shit. It is what it is. I took it and kept pushing. And everybody didn't bomb before.
Learn.
Damn right.
Just learn from your
but don't say you got to stand and O when you bomb. Don't do that.
It's all, like you said, it's all part of the game, the bombing. You know what I mean? You got to just work from it. Just leave the crowd work alone, and you be all right, man. You can just leave the ratchet bitches alone, man. You gotta create some more material than ratchet bitches. Where the ratchet bitches at? And there's no ratchet bitches out there. Everybody driving. Nobody taking the public bus. Nobody got pulled out the EBT card for the Mr. 505's feast. You know what I mean? So it's not that crowd. It's not the crowd for SNAP benefits. You gotta read the room. That's chapter 1. Read the room.
Look here. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna tell you something real. And that, you know me, I send screenshots in the world. I literally had a lady hit me up about the Eventbrite for this show. And she literally said, "Hey, I can't get these tickets," because I had closed it off on Halloween. And I reopened it and she ended up with 6 tickets. She said, "Me and all my girlfriends are coming." She ended up with 6 tickets. 10 minutes after I opened it back up, there was 6 more tickets gone. It just goes to prove that these shows are gonna be full of sophisticated women. They're gonna be full of sophisticated women, and ain't nobody taking a bus to come to these shows. Nobody. There's nobody. There's no one taking the bus. They paid for a babysitter. It's probably not man or mama keeping the kids if they got kids. You gotta read the room, and if you don't read the room, you gonna get served. Because these folks, man, you don't know what they went through. They've been planning to get roasted. You didn't plan to get roasted at all. They planned on this shit. People come to comedy shows and they already have it in their mind. If they say this, I'm gonna say this. If they say this, I'm gonna say this.
And I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Mr. 505, Pretty Woman has Julia Roberts in it, not Michelle Ziegler. Okay? Like, you gotta have the reference of the movies right. Pretty Woman was with Julia Roberts.
Right.
And Richard Gere.
Right.
You gotta have if you want to reference a movie, you had the right actors. That's all I'm saying. Pretty Woman is an iconic Captain Save-A-Ho movie. Everybody knows in Pretty Woman.
Well,
but that's what he was talking
It really
about.
was Captain Save-A-Ho.
But he was talking about Pretty Woman.
Yeah, he was talking about Pretty Woman.
Right.
He said, "Who's that Pretty Woman?"
What did he say? He said somebody else name?
He said something Ziegler. What?
I didn't even hear that part.
And then she was like, only broke ones in here's you. And that's when it was all over, man. You just gotta, that's exactly what I would do what Jay-Z said. I would pack my shit up and I said, Mr. 505, thank you for the opportunity. You know what I mean? Don't even pay me the rest of my money. Just give me half my money. I'm gone.
Hey, okay, I take it somebody bombed in a show, man. Can we tell me, because I'm only getting bits and pieces, and I've been sitting here listening, like trying to piece it together.
I'm gonna let my host say it. Go ahead, host.
Well, you so full of shit. So Xander, this is what I'm gonna say. So Xander, this shit happened at one of my shows. I had a comic to come from Washington, D.C. He came and I did fly him in because he told me this was gonna be solid or whatever. He came in and I had 2 shows. So if you followed any, I know Xander ain't followed shit, but I have been doing a series called The Naked Truth. So
come on, child. Go ahead, man.
So anyway, so I've been doing this series or whatever. I had the comic come. So on that night, I was doing part 3 and part 4. His job was to do 10 solid minutes. That didn't happen. He ended up going out there playing in the crowd, and the crowd did not feel him back. He went out there, and the crowd got him. I'm not gonna say anything else, and I just go and put it. It was my cousin that got him. Let me go ahead and say that. That was my cousin that got him. Her pictures on my Facebook page, me and her in photos together after she got him. But he did not do as well as he probably could have done on the first show. And on the second show that he bragged about, it wasn't that great either. However, there was nothing that I could particularly do about either one of these shows, because if you've ever been on a show with me, you know I'm not even around during these times most of the time, because I'm never dressed in the clothes that I'm going to wear for the show. So I'm normally ducked off somewhere until it's time to get ready. Now, I did pop out when he got roasted. And when he got roasted, I knew that I ended up having to save. Now, Rod is probably the only one that knows what I said on stage, because after she got through with him, and Rod could attest to him, it was my turn. And when it's my turn, and I addressed it immediately, as soon as I got on stage, then it's time to address somebody. Because, you know, I killed it, this, that, and the other, that's not kosher. Because that's not what happened. And do I feel like he could have done better? Yes. Do I take a little bit of responsibility for it? Because maybe I did not prep him as well as I should have. Yes, because I could have. Yeah, if I come, then I'll say for myself, if I'm coming to your city, I know that I got to bring a certain level, but I probably already researched who I'm going to do work for. I'm not going to sit there and bring no bunch of crazy ass jokes to no LA jokes person. Number one, I'm not going to come up there dropping the N-bomb, because I know he don't like the N-word. I'm going to already be prepped and ready for things that I can do and things that I can't do. I know he normally gives you a grace period of maybe 1 to 2 of them N-words, and that's about it. But I know you can't nigga them to death. So if you have not researched my page or understand, there is a certain level of look, a certain level of funny, and a certain level of professionalism that you have to do when you come to do a Mr. 505 show.
But how much time did you give him to prepare? Let the people know that. How many months you gave him to prepare for that?
About a month and a half. Almost 2 months. About a month and a half, almost 2 months. So there was plenty of time to study it. There was plenty of time to say, hey, I need to have this level of jokes. I need to have this level of jokes. There was plenty of time to practice, even if you got to go, but you can't come open. A show is not the place to start working at open mic jokes.
Correct.
It's not the place to start working at. Oh, I'm gonna try this out and see if see if it kill him. No. That's not the place to do a see if it kill him. That's not the tryout time. Tryout time is at an open mic. And once again, I'm gonna take responsibility for this and say that I fucked myself on this one, and it's okay. I fucked myself because I didn't have to do it. But as usual, I try to step outside of myself and say, hey, you saying that you can accomplish this goal, then okay. But this is what now I feel like I got to be more specific in what I'm expecting. Maybe that's what I got to do from now on. I got to be more. But hold on, let me rewind it. I don't have to do that with the level of what I got going on for the Nigga Truth 5. I don't have to do that with Elijah the Barber that's coming in December. I don't feel like I have to do that because the expectation is already there.
You got a comment. You got a comment for you.
What's that?
It's right there.
You know what? See, and that's another thing. When he just said he needs to hear Ghost feedback. Ghost is probably, if you've done a show with me, then you know Ghost is really the heart and soul of 505. I am the comic, and I might be out front. But if you, as they said in the movie Life, if you run afoul of Ghost, then you run afoul of everybody, because Ghost is who you're going to see. And Rod, you've done a show with me. there is a way to know whether or not you've done well or not. And there was something that nobody's seen from this individual, and that's that drone shot. When as soon as you got out the car, Rod, what did they immediately do with you?
I got a drone shot both days.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? LA, when you came to Tennessee, what was your first experience?
Oh yeah, the drone shot definitely was the drone shot.
So you've already run a file. You've already run a file of the team without me even knowing, because if you don't have that drone shot, then you have done something prior to me even knowing anything. But once again, I'm not going to know that because they're not even going to want me focused on that, because Adrian needs to be focused on the show at hand. They take care of that shit. So that's how you know you've already fucked up when it comes to a Mr. 505 show. If they ain't snapping pictures of you and doing them drone shots, because one thing about it, my social media manager is going to have that drone out flying all, you going to be getting snaps the whole time you there. There's going to be probably a folder of 500 pictures that you might not ever see again. But trust me, they got it, and they're going to send them to you. Now, they're going to send them to you. You're not going to have to ask for them. They're going to send them to you. Now, this is the other thing. If you've done great, guess what? You've already got them. And you won't have to ask anybody, hey, can you send me that? How long did it take before you got videos, LA?
From you?
Yeah.
Immediately.
What about you, Rod?
Quick. I got videos of every show.
Yeah.
That's all me and Ghost good down. He gave me that. I said, Ghost, let me see how the shows go. He was like, all right, I see the film like that, Rod. So I knew I know how to prepare because I had film of how things go on, how the show go down, how the hosts talk. You gotta do your homework.
I'm sorry. Oh, you mean my show I did with Chow? I didn't think I got a video. I got the drone video and stuff. Is that what you mean? You don't mean like my set?
No. None of your set. I'm talking about prior to the show start. That's the whole thing. You would have never had to worry. If you wanted your set, I can send the set. That's fine. I'm talking about the pre-show of making sure that you got photos and things of that nature. Why? Because
I got that.
So guess what? You ain't seen that, have you?
I seen
I'm waiting. You seen it? Because I ain't seen it.
Hey, 505. The comedian you're talking about from DC, was that Corey Chris?
Yeah.
What? Next David Green show. Who's headlining?
David Green. He
said you won't want him. You won't ask for him to come back.
I love David Green. I love David Green. 505, go answer it. 505, go answer it.
Did he do the Brenda Snow on the Fork joke at the end?
The what joke?
Something about a blonde man in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta say David Green. Say it, man.
It was something about like a blonde man in a restaurant, and
yeah, he said it.
Yeah, he done it.
He ended it with it. He wanted to go back.
Yeah, want to go back.
Yeah, but you was talking about you know what I mean, knowing the peoples and everything. His he called himself the
Prince of Roach.
Ratchet of comedy.
Prince of Roach. And the question that everybody's got for Prince of Roach is, who's the king?
All I seen was his post. He said that he killed it, and everybody wanted him.
You want the video?
Beg for him to come back, and
I'm asking you, my brother. Everybody out
damn.
there seen it.
I'll answer it for him. Yes, he wants to see the video. He definitely. No, wait a minute. Did I sent you. Oh no, I think I sent
you
it to
did.
David Green. Because he's a
I
booker.
thought you did.
Yeah, I think I sent it to David Green already.
No, it's not who told him he was the prince of
Yeah, I'll
anything.
check out the video.
Yeah, he saw it. Cause I'm like, you're a booker here. You don't do this. Don't do that.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
So he asked you a question, 505. Can he come back? That's what he asked you, man.
For Naked Truth show, no. And will I pay him to come back? No. But if he want to come back and do a first Saturday like an open mic, sure. But as far as me paying for it, no. No, not at all. I got first Saturday for him though. I do have first Saturday, which is a comedy showcase. It's fun, but that's really a harder crowd to work than what the hell you had. You got a crowd full of women, and my first Saturday show is a crowd full of high people. It's in a dispensary. Totally different crowd.
Yeah.
Everybody in there high as Georgia Pine.
Yeah, that first Saturday gonna be his last Saturday if he go there.
I mean, my first Saturday shows, and this is the other thing too with first Saturdays, ain't nothing but roasters hosting them shows because I don't even host them no more. I do some Russell Simmons type shit with first Saturdays now. I literally go, open up, and introduce the host, and I get the fuck out the way. Broadway Bobby does first Saturday as far as hosting, and he gonna tear your ass to pieces playing. He gonna tear you to pieces at all times. And I'm out of the way on it.
The dude from MASH the dude that looked like he could have been in a punk band, he was good, man. You had hosting. The dude looked like he could play MASH. You know what I mean?
Oh, you talking about
TV
Ethan?
Show MASH. Yeah.
But once again,
not Ethan. The dude the porn stash had to set up. What's the guy's name? He said he does an open mic. The real tall cat.
That does you talking about Les, the white guy?
Is that this? No. I'm saying for the first Saturday when I was out there.
Oh, you talking about the Mexican guy? You talking about Ralphie?
Yeah, Ralphie was good.
Ralphie actually, you talking about Ralphie Rihanna. Shout out to Ralphie Rihanna. Yeah. Ralphie made it on he went to Austin and got on Kill Tony and did well. Ralphie got some weird ass jokes though. But yeah, Ralphie Rihanna. Yeah, he does. They actually shut the open mic down at the dispensary, and I hate to say this, they shut the open mic down that Ralphie was hosting at the dispensary. So right now, first Saturdays is the only comedy that they doing at the dispensary now. Damn. So that was a weekly open mic. Now this is the crazy thing with Ralphie's open mic getting shut down. The white guy that I had on the same show with Corey Chris, he just opened up 3 more open mics this week. Right. So where one got closed down, he just opened up 3 more. So he opened up a Friday night mic, a Saturday night mic, and a Tuesday night mic.
God damn, you know what I mean? Hold up, man. We ain't gonna bypass Funny Man Green knowing his joke word for word, man.
Hey, Rod. He said he killed it so bad somebody in a wheelchair stood up and gave him a standing ovation.
And I know who that person was. It was Ghost, and I blame Ghost because that mug was just laughing like that. I was like,
"Oh yeah, he was laughing for him. He was giving sympathy last, man."
I know that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't.
Hey, let me tell you something. Ghost. If you know how Ghost get out, Ghost was on so much THC lemonade, it was crazy.
Oh yeah,
Ghost is hey, hold on. Let me explain something to you. Hey, Rob, when you came to Tennessee, what was Ghost drinking when you got there?
He was drinking them drinks, man. The punches, man.
Okay.
THC punches.
So look here. Ghost gave out a lot of, I ain't gonna call them sympathy laughs. I'm gonna say that the jokes was not proper for the room. and the room was not read well. But hey, it wasn't a race. He thought it was a race. He ran what he came with. He ran with what he run, and that's it. Run what you brung. Ain't that what they say in racing? That's what they say. Period. Run what you brung. That's what he brung, and he brought a knife to a gunfight. Now that's not saying. Now what I want to make sure, I'm not saying that dude is not gonna be a good comic or he ain't no good comic. Now, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say that he didn't bring the tools to get the job done at that time. He did not do that, and that's okay, because just because it killing DC don't mean it's gonna translate everywhere else. Go go ahead.
That video that he gave Elijah, was that in DC?
Man, you know what? I'm gonna say it was probably, and I saw that as well, and yeah,
he's not killing it in DC neither. Okay,
all right, but okay. So once again, at some part, let's just say this: maybe not that part of DC.
he got a 2-block radius.
Hey, but once again, I'm still trying to defend the situation, because, as I said, some people had a different level of delusion. Some people have a different level of delusion, and that's pretty much it is. Some people have a different part, and some people maybe, you know what? Listen to this. Watch this. This is just a thought I just had. Maybe LA, me, you, JC, OC, Elijah, Rod, maybe we are the problem. Maybe our expectations are too high. Maybe it's us. Maybe we're setting the bar too high. Maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna say it's maybe it's us.
You know what? Hold up. I take the responsibility, because I posted that I went out there, and
you and Ghost. That's what.
And I posted I went out there, and people thought it was an easy lick. When I understand the first show I had, I'm telling you, that lady Gwen, the girl looked like she off Abbott Elementary. She roasted me so bad, it forced me to have a good show. I mean, because she was telling me, she was trying to get in my fucking head. Oh, ain't no niggas in Delaware, and blah. Oh man, you ain't no black people in Delaware. Blah blah blah. She was on me like right on rice. I'm like, oh, she's trying to fuck with my head. So, but he didn't know about the room. Like he said, man, I just want to go out there. Hey, Rob, can you put a good word in for me? And I told LA, I told 505. I said, I don't know. But he said, you want to come out there? I don't know. What are you going to do? I told him about, it's not 95 out there. You cannot do Def Comedy Jam out there. There's some women out there. There's a lot of women in that crowd. They don't want to hear the bitches. They don't want to hear the slut word. It's a mature crowd. Nobody takes Ubers out there. You know what I mean? The bus stops a certain time down south. And they ain't 24 hours down south. I don't know about Virginia. You ain't catching no bus down south all day. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't understand. You got to just, again, he forgot to read the room, and he should have saw everybody. I didn't see one Uber nobody got dropped off by Uber. So you should have said that was not going to land.
Hey, so hold on. So wait a minute, right? So now, because I'm just sitting there listening. So he went out there with like that low, let me try to find a word. That poor man's, I'm broke, man. I'm on child support, and the roaches in my house. Was it that kind of low end comedy? Is what he was coming with?
Exactly. It was not. I'm telling you, it sounded like a '97 Def Jam set to me. You know what I mean?
Right. No, Now, what reason why I'm saying that, right? Because I wanted to listen. I didn't want to chime in.
Yeah, man.
I just want. So, but what it sounded like was his style of comedy, like sound like you might have had a middle class crowd in there, middle class to high end crowd. So he went in there. Okay, so he went in there with that project comedy. Is that would be a good way to describe it?
Alexander, you right on. You Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
So
he
did that, and the shit did not land. Then he tried to go on crowd work and talk about a woman's titties. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Okay. You can't. The crowd work was worse than the material.
Right. Because again, you talking to a different class of people. You know, the stuff that you could say with a low end crowd, you can't say that to a middle end crowd. It's like, man, what is you talking about, bro? We don't talk like that. We don't act like, man, get him out of here. Okay, so I just wanted to listen. That's why I was sitting here taking the whole thing in before I chimed in, because I was just trying to get an idea where this cat went wrong at. I got you. Okay.
And I gotta say this. Since my man LA here. He was like, yo, man, I try to reach out to LA. He was like, yo, I guess LA don't fuck with my comedy. I said, man, you just got to set your shit up better, man. You got to reevaluate, go to the board and redo your shit. He said, man, I sent LA my shit. I sent Elijah. I'm just waiting for them to hit me back. But you got to just look yourself in the mirror, man. It's a reason why people didn't hit you back.
Oh, I hit them back.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I understand it now. Like it's like some. I get it. It's like somebody said, "Yo, man, we want you to do clean comedy," and you came in here like you was in the alley. So I got it. I understand now. I'm following it now. I was just trying to figure out where the brother went wrong, and like y'all was saying, that wasn't his crowd right there, basically.
It's you can. I don't like using that because you can adapt. It's our job to adapt to every crowd. You know what I mean? Even if I gotta do clean, you should be able to adapt and take the motherfucker out. You know what I mean? It's part of the job if you want to do this shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes
but you know what? You know what, Ryan? I get what you saying, right? I get what you saying, right? I like variety of different comedy. But you just say our guy Corey Holcomb, my elder brother in comedy, right? Corey is a gutter comic, man. And, you know, he probably could do clean, but Corey got his own setup. And a guy like Corey, he ain't going to do no clean comedy, man. And, you know, Corey, he's not for everybody. Now, like I said, some of the stuff Corey say, man, I'll be like, wow, this boy, wow. But I'm like invested because I've been following him for years and I like his comedy. But some of his comedy, it wouldn't connect with certain demographics because they're going to be so offended by what's coming out of his mouth that it's like, man, this cat right here ain't funny, man. I'm not feeling this dude, if that makes sense.
Go ahead, 505.
Now, Zay, now I'm going to get back. I'm gonna address something that you said that you don't even know. And then I'm gonna go back to that other situation. Let me address something. So with brother Corey, when Corey came to Nashville and he closed the We the One show, the biggest uproar that you seen from Nashville was how many women walked out of that show when Corey got on stage. Because Corey is a blunt comic, and that's what happened in Nashville during the We the One. But at the end of the day, he is a comics comic. He ain't for everybody. And he's one of those comics that is literally, he might be your comics favorite comic. But a lot of times he does have a niche audience, and he built his stuff up. He built his shit up on his own. At the end of the day, Corey's got a cult following. It's like it really is. There are people that only fuck with Corey Holcomb. And you got to say fuck you to a whole lot of other comics to say that you. It's He said on the show a few times, everybody can't even claim they like Corey Holcomb. It ain't even politically correct to say you claim Corey Holcomb.
Right.
But I'm gonna say this. Let me rewind back to what I wanted to say. Why I had my finger up. My brother that is sitting there in his green vest. I want you to know something, my brother, when I say this. There was those shows were theme shows. Those shows were theme shows. Part 3 was School Days. School Days. It says on the flyer that it is 80s and 90s attire. It says it on the flyer. I know it does because I got the flyer made. It says we are doing School Days. Everybody's promo was based around School Days. If you were on the School Day show. Part 4 was Sinful Preacher's Kid. Guess what? Everybody got the memo except for this person. And guess what? I sent everything out in a group. So I have to take that as like an ultimate fuck you. Because it's like, hey, fuck you. I know what you said you wanted. I get what I see. But now it's an ultimate, I'm still going to do what the fuck I want to do. Still going to do what the fuck I want to do. Fuck what you talking about. This is who I am and this is what I'm going to do. And you ain't talking about shit. Because
to play devil's advocate, he may have seen that and didn't have the jokes for it. And that's all he's got is what he brought.
Then tell me that.
Exactly. But some people are just thinking, I mean, he wants me out there. He's buying my plane ticket. He's putting me up in a hotel. He's doing all this. So he knows what I got. So
if I'm going, and that's once again, you heard me claim that this is going to be on me because I am a person that if you give me a themed show, guess what? I'm coming with theme material.
Right.
I'm going to be around because I feel like I bring a level of professionalism to say, hey, I need to respect your shit. I need to respect. I would not come to LA Josh Preston shit and come with a bunch of nigga, and god damn it. I'm just not going to do that because I know that is not what that man is looking for. That man is looking for a level of professionalism. At the end of the day, I have heard his struggle with venues and things of that nature of just trying to keep comedy alive up there. Right now, he is the show. So why in the hell would I want to come up there and I want to mess up what he got going on?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, when I say this, I'm not trying to be a smart ass. As far as black, and I'm gonna say black comedy, JC, you just light skinned. At the end of the day, you just light skinned. But let me say this: there ain't a lot of people booking black comedy in Nashville.
Damn.
There's not. There's a lot of comedy going on in Nashville. But there ain't a lot of people booking black comics. And let's just be clear on this. It ain't a lot of black independents that's willing to pay for them plane tickets either.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Let's just be clear on that. That's not working with somebody else's money. Because that's what they'll do. And I hate to say it, I'm just saying from most of the time when a comedy club does it, they finna pimp the shit out of you. They gonna get you for 4 or 5 shows, keep you there all night long, work the shit out you, and they gonna give you some chicken wings today. They gonna fly you in and give you some chicken wings.
And that's why I gotta say this, man, because you really think about it, man. The opportunity you gave, like I said it's a lot of cats. It's 8 niggas on the lineup out here on the East Coast. You know what I mean? So you'll really only get about 5 to 4 minutes. You got 8 niggas on the show. You know what I mean? You got to be real. So and the opportunity you got when you told me 17 minutes, I didn't know what to do with myself because you won't get guest spot to death out here. You know what I mean? So you gotta take advantage of the opportunity, man.
And that's the problem that happens with most. And I'm saying this, I ain't even doing comedy long enough, but I understand business and I understand the fuckery that comes with it. So I can only use me as an example. When LA Josh Preston came, first thing he said was, hey, how much time? When we got in the green room, we didn't have this conversation because, like I said, they were doing pictures. But when we got in the green room, first thing he said, hey, brother, you knowing everything. How much time? Hey, this is your time, unless you cooking. Yeah, but if you cooking, go. I'm not going to tell you to get off stage if you cooking. Let him cook.
He was telling everybody they want the Prince down in Tennessee.
No, they just wanted Prince.
You know, at the end of the day, like I said, if you cooking, cook. I'm not gonna stop you. But if you got when they came in, hey, this is what I need. And as far as budget goes, I told him up front, hey, this ain't even my budget. This is another show budget. This is the budget they gave us. This is how much money is allotted. Hey, do you want to come? Let's go. This is what I got. This is what I can do. Now, I could have been a greedy motherfucker, and I could have just kept the budget for myself and just went and got some local jokers or some open micers and called it a day and kept all the damn money myself. But instead of me being that type of asshole, I would much rather say, hey, brother, let's work. Let's try to get this together, and let's try to make it a regional thing. Because let's go ahead and handle this. But I could be a greedy bastard, as it is a lot of people that's greedy bastards.
Yes.
That's it. So when you pimp me and say that you got this amount of time and you don't got this amount of time, or you say, hey, you tell me you got 15, 20 minutes, but you might have a tight 5. And I'm going to say, it's hard to stretch a tight, man, there's a bunch of people on here that probably done sold some dope in their day. It's hard to stretch that nickel into a 20 set.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to stretch that out. And you can't crowd work your way through it, just like I posted today. You got to have more than crowd work now. You can't just have crowd work. It's not, unless you Nate Jackson, let's just be clear. Nate Jackson's crowd work is poised with jokes if you've ever paid attention to it, because don't be thinking these folks is just doing straight crowd work and they ain't wrote some of these things. No, this shit been practiced.
Yeah.
But I also gotta say this is a lot of that around, man. I seen a headliner come to a club. I'm not gonna say the name of the club, but she only had like 25 and she read the rest off the phone to do the 40. The 45 piece. So it's a lot of this shit. There's a lot of this shit going around where people lying on the resume, making it tough for everybody else, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. You break that motherfucking phone out on me if you want to.
I gotta see the video.
Oh, JC.
That ain't no problem, bro. We gonna get.
I did what I had to do to get through.
Hey. So let me tell you. Let me tell you something, JC. Let me hit you with something. It ain't nothing wrong with, hey, I want to go back and I want to check my notes on this. I want to check my notes. But if you got that mug in your hand, bro, because I say this, I use my phone for a timer as well.
I struggled so bad mentally Sunday, I could not focus to pull up the new stuff that I wrote in with my old stuff. I couldn't focus to bring up my old stuff.
Write it on your hand.
Mentally, I just could not bring it. I was hurting so bad. And
that's different though. But
I was just spent.
I'm talking about people lying about being headliners. That's fucked up to do. Like I said.
Oh yeah.
I agree there.
My first show I headlined was my own show, and I host lined the fuck out of that first show. You know how bad now I'm gonna say this: the show didn't go the best and it didn't go the worst, but I host lined the shit out of this show.
Did you ever stand up?
No. No. I have never had I want to know how good do you have to be to get a standing O? I done had a bunch of people pat me on the back and say, "Hey, you did a great job," and this is at multiple shows. I'm talking about I didn't get a standing O, and some of these shows my family been there. So,
here, bro.
So I don't know where that standing O comes from. What standing O where?
Maybe he was talking about he got off on standing in front of everybody bombing. Maybe he got the O himself.
Well, I gotta, that shit's real, but I gotta say this, man. It's this. Me and Mr. 505 talked about that shit all week, man. You gotta have this. You gotta just have the thought of mind of knowing you only get one first impression. It's like an interview. You know what I mean? You only get one first impression to even be professional, knowing some shit is theme based or at least dress up you know what I mean? If you come at least dress up a little bit, man. You promote it. You can't have David Copperfield with holes on, man. Chris Angel can't sell no magic. He had holes in his pants. You know what I mean? He had dirty feet. You know what I mean? We are selling jokes, man. You gotta have some kind of professionalism. If your job tell you they don't want no fucking sagging, you gotta treat it just like a job at the end of the day.
The only people, and once again, JC, this is where it's going. This is going. You get to go into that. White comics can get away with this shit. Black comics,
I don't even see that. I mean, you dress your part.
Hey, let me tell you something. White comic, and I am down here in White Comic City because they believe Nate Bargatze is God in Nashville, Tennessee. He is God at the end of the day. And when I tell you he is as plain as you could be, I mean, that's it. I'm not even going to give him Target clothing. I'm going to say this is straight out of the Goodwill, and they believe that he is the man. But as a black comic, there has to be something. It ain't even about just being funny. There has to be something unique about you, or as I have been told now by the OGs, you gotta at least look successful. You gotta have, just like y'all ugly flyer shit that y'all got going on up there in Virginia, your flyer has to look like something, and you have to look like something, or else you can get roasted in Virginia apparently for a bad flyer.
Oh, that was a Tennessee flyer, wasn't it?
That was a Tennessee flyer, but I'm just saying you could get roasted for a bad. So how you are being judged on every fucking level before you even get on stage. So if you get on stage and you don't look like what you're supposed to do, let's just be clear. This is what the OG told me. Are you the person, when I look at you, not even hearing your voice, do you look like a person that I can spend my last hot $20 on to see? Do you have $20 worth of comedy to make me laugh and feel full for $20? And if you don't have $20 comedy, do you have $10 comedy? Do I got $10? This last 10, and if I don't have this 10, do you have $5 worth of comedy? Or are you just a free comic? And if you just a free comic, that means that you are a what? Hey, I don't think I can sell this shit. My dope ain't gonna sell. I'm gonna just give my dope away. I'm gonna give my dope away.
Yeah.
That's it.
And also, when you made that comment, 505, about the knowing the theme, and he doesn't know anything about it, you got to tell people that, because I've been asked to do military comedy, like veteran shows and stuff, and they say we need veteran comedians. For some reason, I look like I was a veteran. I was like, I've never been in the military at all. I'm sorry, I can't do your show, because I'm honest like that. I could have said, "Oh yeah, I'll do that show," and then somebody asked me, "What what branch of government, what branch military you were in, and I'll say, I know there's 4. Pick one, and then
Call of Duty.
Were you in this? What branch was it? Were you in this? Yeah, hoorah! Like what? Hoorah! That's somebody. You know. So I'm like, so even though if he didn't know, if he had any 80s and 90s themed jokes, he could have just said, "Yo, I don't know it." Especially the preacher part, man. I feel like, man, I know I gotta dress up, man. If it's a preacher theme or something like that, and find some preacher jokes. But you know, if you don't have it, say you don't have it. Don't sit there and say you're gonna go to this show, even though you know damn well you're not ready for that show. You're not ready, and then what happens? This happens, and then you're booked nowhere now. You just blew your chance at any shows. So don't go up there until you're ready.
But if you're 42 years old, you should be able to think about back in you was raised in the 90s.
You said I want
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But if he had me on that show, I say, yo, Mr. 505, I'm 33 years old. I can't talk about the 90s. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But to not be prepared on an out-of-state show when you only got a year and some change in, or whatever, 2 years in, that falls on you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you say you want to do it full time, but your jokes don't reflect you want to do it full time.
Let me ask you something, Rod, because this is gonna bother me. JC knows about when something's on my mind, I gotta figure. I won't stop until I gotta know. Did he contact you and say he couldn't be on the show, or did you have to contact him?
I asked him. I reached out to everybody. I was like, "Yo, you coming on the show?" Oh, nah, man. I got to promote for this comedy show I'm doing.
See, that right there is messed up. Because if you knew you couldn't be on this show, you should have contacted you in advance and say, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to make it on your show."
Yeah, so I was like, "All right, man."
That would piss me off. If someone said they're going to be on my show and then they're like, "Oh, I can't make it," it's like, if I have to contact you and say, "Hey, you're going to be on my show," no, I can't. It's like, well, why didn't you contact me earlier so maybe I can go get another person to be on the show? Or especially if I do comedy shows and I ain't going to make it tonight. Like, what? But you're on. This is just like doing a comedy show. You know, you're scheduled to be here 9 o'clock. That's what I mean, 9 o'clock. You're scheduled to be here. You should be here. I don't care if it is a podcast. It's to me, this is like a comedy show, man. I'm gonna be here if I say I'm gonna be here. You don't have to. And if I'm not gonna be here, I'll be like, "Hey, Rob, I can't make it tonight. Something just came up." So for him not to even contact you and say, "Hey, I can't make it," that right there, see, that pisses me. You know, go ahead. I'm done.
So even just be a man about it.
Right.
Get on here and say,
do the podcast.
I shit the bed.
Do the podcast from a show. I did the podcast from a show.
Yeah. So I was like, "Yo, all right,
no comment."
So again, like I was like, "All right, man." He said, "Man, I'm going on. I gotta promote this show." I'm like, "All right, yo." But I told him this, and that's when he came up and said, "Yo, oh man, I reached out to Elijah the barber. And I reached out to LA." I said, "Yo, you want?" "Oh man, I feel like LA don't mess with me like that." I said, "What the fuck you want me to do?" Like at the end of the day, you cannot send. I can't send out tape out and expect nobody to book me. And we gotta at the end of the day, you gotta say this. You gotta look yourself in the mirror and say, why are people not booking me?
Right.
You gotta look yourself in the mirror. You know what I mean? I used to be the angry person. I said, "Yo, you cannot go on the stage and freestyle. You gotta write some jokes out."
You're right. And one more thing. When we talk about the expectations being high, he calls himself the Prince of Raunchy. That right there is almost the second to the top. So we expect expectations to be high. Just like when Funny Man, his name is Funny Man David Green. We expect him to be funny. If he's not funny, then we're like, why are you called Funny Man? Get the heck up off the stage,
man. Yeah, you gotta lift the brand out, man. And
yeah.
And you gotta say, like again, that's why I asked Funny Man. He was like, "Yo, Rod, I want you to come on. Yo, you want to do a show? I don't want to be on a show with 8 niggas, man. I don't want to do no shows with no 8 niggas, man. You know what I mean? And we just came into that. But at the end of the day, you got to. I feel like that scene of DC. There's no growth there because it must not have a standard. Like I go to some open mics.
It definitely does.
I don't know about the black scene in DC because I only did there once, but it got to be some for you to keep on moving like that and nobody sitting you down and tell you, "Hey, yo, this shit ain't cracking." Like I told Xander, and I said on this podcast. OG pulled my collar and said, "Rod, you ran the light. That was not professional." Miss Darkchild out of Philly said, "You ran the light. You know what I mean? That shit can get you banned out here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That can get you off for shows. And also, what you're telling jokes about, it don't got no personality to it. You're not telling me who you are. Who is Rod and Censor?" She broke that down to me. And when no proper OGs sit you down and tell you what you messing up in this shit, and you got a bunch of yes men, you can't be good at comedy. If you put, you know what I mean, you can't be good if somebody ain't telling you that shit's garbage. Or that's not good. Work on the joke like this. You know what I mean? I got people like that.
That's
to help me.
Everybody can't handle that level of criticism either. Everybody can't be good. Everybody can't handle somebody saying, because you know what? It's some comedians that think in their back of their mind that they ain't gonna never bomb. Keep doing comedy. Anybody that's been doing comedy for a while, you gonna have a bomb. I ain't never heard no perfect comedian. None. I never once have I heard anybody say that they perfect. Not one. Not my goats, and I, I got some the people that I put on a pedestal, but I've never once heard, and I watch a lot of interviews. I ain't never once heard any of them say I ain't never bombed.
No.
Never. You going to bomb, man.
You gotta learn from it.
Gotta learn from it. Yep. You gotta learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're told in like sports and you know what I mean. Well, with me like football and stuff like that, you know what I mean. You can't sit there and say I ran 200 yards and 4 touchdowns, and somebody sitting there. What would it say? The eye or the camera don't lie or whatever like that. No, you know what I mean. Somebody sitting there videoing you on the sideline almost the whole game. You know what I mean. So.
Hey.
Like make a post and stuff and all talking about, you know what I mean, you did this, you did all that mess and all when, you know, just like Pablo Fowler said, you know what I mean, he got the video, you know what I mean, he got the proof that no it wasn't.
Yeah, and that shit, this shit would make you cry, man. This shit will make you cry, man. When you don't do good, and you say, damn, I just left my wife at the house and I got left my kids here for me to do bad. And not get no laughs, that shit hurt, man. You be like, damn, I'm ready to quit this shit. You know what I mean? So that shit, you know what I mean? That shit is real, you know?
You only need to be around comics that gonna make you better. I don't want to be around comics that I'm better than. Cause that right there is that's gonna make me boo-boo. It is. I want to be around comics that are way, way funnier, and I need you to be hungrier than I am. That's one of the best things. What you brought her up. That's one of the best things about being around Gwen. Because Gwen is hungry, and you don't see her coming, and she will light your ass on fire because she ain't got nothing but time to do a bunch of writing. So she been writing all day long. But as far as the way that lineup was set, I mean, we're going to keep on talking about this show. But the way that show's lined up, Rod already knows because me and him had that conversation. It's been properly admitted that me and him talked 3 or 4 times prior. I told Rod where he could get in and I hadn't really seen his set, but I already felt in my heart and in my spirit where the struggle was going to be. And if you've watched if I send everybody the entire line, they would have knew that he couldn't have went here. He couldn't have went here because he couldn't have went really after Jay Henderson, which Jay Henderson, shout out to Jay Henderson. Jay Henderson just won up and coming stand-up comic of the year for the city of Memphis. You couldn't go there. You definitely couldn't go behind TTU. TTU just came off hosting for Cat Williams at Homecoming in Birmingham. Couldn't go behind him because this motherfucker did, like I said, if Cat Williams had him hosting and asked for him to be the host for that, what do you think he's gonna do? Okay, that's another one that you can't play with him right here. And then you have cousin Les. And at the end of the day, Les is gonna bring a motherfucking monster, the white guy that you don't see. This is like Jason Williams playing in the NBA because he's got a good mix. And let's just be honest, LA, let's talk about your friend. Do you really think he wanted to play with Malcolm Franklin?
Nope.
I gotta say this too, man. If you gonna do food stamp jokes, you still gotta write them creatively, right? If you gonna make a joke about the stamp getting cut off, like I got a January 6th joke where I talk about I wish I went down to the Capitol and I cleared up my child support payments. Like that is creatively that joke about that. But you got if you want to do political, even social welfare, you gotta be creative with the shit where you don't offend women, where you don't offend, women majority, the crowd where they ain't gonna feel uncomfortable. Because you can lose the crowd right by doing that. Talking about
but if you're gonna do political. If you're going to do political with me, I like the way Jordan B did it because it wasn't just throwing out Trump jokes.
Yeah,
he hit both sides.
Yeah,
and I mean, if you're going to do it, be non-biased. That way, everybody's going to laugh at it.
Exactly.
That way, if you hit both sides of the spectrum, your seesaw's level. Ain't nobody going to the top. Ain't nobody losing their shit. Nobody's getting offended. I mean, but political is just, to me, is played out and it's worthless. It's a good way to get people pissed off real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I still think political better than stamps. EBT pussy.
I don't know. I ain't never had no EBT pussy.
Where the ratchet bitches at, man? Like, come on, man. Where the ratchet bitches at?
Damn. Couldn't even afford the ratchet bitches. That was the sad part about it.
She said you can't afford a burger. You can't afford
right into burger. That joke.
And you should have knew that shit was coming, man. That's
ain't get no groceries. I can't get any groceries from you.
But I gotta say this too, man. Like I said before, I lost that shit out of my mind. I was talking to an old cat. I met him at an open mic. It's a new open mic called Hammer Jokes. And I was talking to him. I was like, yo, I'd love to have you on the podcast. You say you've been doing it since the 90s. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the grind of the 90s. And the dude's like, man, send me a clip. I said, man, I had some people established from the area you from. I had Tracy Jackson. 505 know Tony Spoons I had on here. Old cat from DC. He said, "Oh, you had them on there?" I said, "Yeah, man. So you should already know if I had them people from the area in the time you say you was doing comedy, my shit should be all right. I just want to interview for 20 minutes. We can rap, talk back and forth. Oh, man, send me a link." I said, "All right, I send them the links." "Oh, okay, I got them." But I think a lot of them cats from back in the day don't understand. The more you see it on social media, the better. You know what I mean? You need to have the eyes on social media. You got to use this computer, man. You can't use these. I see some cats still selling hard tickets and shit like that, but you also got to have a grip of social media and internet.
You know what? Let me cut in, right? Everything you saying is right on spot, right? Now that's what I wrestle with, right? I have to force myself to get on this computer, man, and like hang out with y'all in these spaces because it's a lot of this stuff is generational, man. To somebody like you, Rod, you young boy, you're in your early 30s. It's like this internet is second nature to you, man. You don't think twice about it. But for a guy like me, man, this joint, it requires a lot for me. It's like I'm just sitting here taking it in because where y'all guys are as far as this technology, hey man, I'm like, man, it's like I'm the guy that's in the retarded class. And I'm saying that to say, right? I'm saying that to say, right? Because I was talking, Dick, old head Dick that come down with me, right? Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
Old head, boy, he's a beast, man. That's one of my mentors. But the one thing, like, for example, right, I've been telling him about this joke that he do. He talk about this joke. And the joke he says in the joke, I give up. I say, bro, man, it's a different time now, man. When you dealing with a different generation, you gotta just tap yourself and tap out. I said, believe me, if you tap, just start tapping. I said it'll go. The joke will go over better if you do it that way versus if you say, when I give up. But my point is, man, it take a lot of effort, man. We gotta go to guys. It's a little harder. The dude you was talking about, man, he might have been scared of technology, man. So you gotta hang around young guys like y'all. While I'm on the subject, 505 and LA, I've sent y'all both an email, man. I sent y'all a 20-minute set, a 5-minute set, and a 2-minute set. Because I'm coming at some point, I'm coming that way. I'm coming to see both of y'all. But and that stuff, because I'm always writing. I write every day. But I'm coming to see y'all cats at some point, man. And I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. I'm going upstairs and finish watching Star Wars with my lady, man. But y'all my guys, man. I rock with y'all like that, man. And Rod, I see you Tuesday, man, if you coming down, man.
He froze.
Man, he ain't froze.
No, I stopped.
Oh, he's back now.
I stopped. I came up for air.
No, I was talking about Rod.
Yeah.
Oh, Rod.
Yeah, my shit good. My bars are good. I gotta say that, man. And let me turn I turn my phone off the Wi-Fi. But to say that, man, you just gotta reinvent yourself, man.
Yeah.
Because the shit of the 90s is not 2025, man. And I like to reach out. That's why I got a lot of old niggas in my council. Like my oldest cat is 50-something years old. He be like, Rod, you better than that.
Hey.
my cat, he used to work with me. He be like, yo, Rod, you better than that, man. And right here, Rod, that joke is trash. You know what I mean? And my oldest OG, my Uncle Nut, he used to get on me all the time. He used to say wild shit. He said, Rod, you know why you lost you? He told me this about my ex-wife. He said, you know why you lost your ex-wife? Because you ate shit. I'm like, oh, man, that's probably right. and she was a hoe. You know what I mean? My uncle's right. Two can be true at the same time. So I gotta say that, man. So you gotta have old cats because old cats see a mile away. But anyway, man. But yeah, I try to have the cat on here on my show. He was like, nah. So again, I gotta keep on moving, man. But I want to keep on having these conversations because I think they're dope conversation, man. Because it's nowhere for comedians to talk. You know what I mean? So besides LA Josh Preston show, man, the end game, man, he's working on the end game, man. And you know what I mean? I can't wait to play that game on the app. Because, you know, man, I won last week. You know, I think I won one round. You know what I mean? Because Chow Belt said the Hulk could say the N-word. I don't understand how the Hulk can say the N-word. You know what I mean? And how did nobody get played?
The Hulk could rip you in half. I mean, you ain't got no choice. I mean, you got World Breaker Hulk.
Yeah, like I don't understand how nobody got Blade. Blade is the first Marvel black character of all time.
Hey man, I'm gonna get on. Hey man, I'm getting ready to check out on y'all guys, man. I'll catch y'all next week, man.
All right, man, go ahead, man. I see you Tuesday, man.
All right.
That man about to talk to his old lady, man.
That man didn't pop the Viagra, and he getting ready to go handle that business.
He did have a chest out like Jodeci. He did have a chest out like Jodeci.
That man, that man finna go get real comfortable and nasty.
Yeah, he blows his nose and everything. Bro.
Oh man, this shit crazy.
Man, so what's going on with when are you dropping the stuff, man? When you dropping all the parts, man, Mr. 505?
They'll be going out probably at the first of the year, but I really want to do like a rough draft for everybody because part 6 will be done like the second week of December, which I'm concluding. And I will say that I want y'all to know I can say this on the Rod Uncensored show. So part 6, the theme is I posted about let's say about 3 weeks ago. I posted the fact of what songs actually can define your childhood. So I took 5 songs that have defined me as far as the naked truth. And I will start posting the flyer probably in about a week or so. But the name of it is going to be The Naked Truth, Freaky Tales. It's going to have me in the Cadillac like I'm too short. And it's going to be called Freaky Tales. Part 6. Those 5 songs that have defined my life. And that is how we're going to conclude the Naked Truth series. Part 6. Thank God. And this has been a labor of love. That's it. So yeah, that's gonna be the theme for it. That's gonna be it. And then we can go on, and then we can start working on story time with 505, and I can get all these wonderful Virginia comics to come to Tennessee because LA Josh Preston gonna drive everybody, and he gonna drive everybody because he don't trust nobody else is driving, and that's gonna be awesome.
I'll be damned.
Oh,
he does.
JC. I trust JC.
He does.
Oh man, JC, you down to come to Nashville, brother?
Yeah, I talked to Reverend, I think is his name.
Reverend Miffington. Deliciously nothing.
Yep.
Deliciously nothing.
He was talking about he wanted me out the day I was doing my first show, and I told him I couldn't make it. He said that was his last one for the year, and he said he would be starting back up around March.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what all you got booked by that time.
Oh,
how far are you out?
I can get you here long before then. Yeah, me and you gonna rap. As far as Rev Rub, that Deliciously Nothing, it is a strange, fun show.
Yeah, it seems that way. I've watched a couple of them.
Hey, you watched a few?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what. I remember, and this is a plug for Deliciously Nothing, and this lets you know how strange it was. I went and done Deliciously Nothing, and there was a black man with no drawers on and a Spider-Man suit doing comedy. Very, very weird scenario. Very weird scenario. Very weird. Very weird.
Yes.
But
in a garage.
It definitely.
And they'll have pizza for you though.
Yeah.
The pizza and liquor.
And plenty of liquor.
Yeah.
Give me some pizza, some liquor, and some gas money.
But it's gonna be, like I say, it's gonna be in a very small garage. But I will say that they have good equipment. And it's just gonna be a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah. Oh, and you ain't getting gas money. I'll tell you that right now. You're not getting it.
Damn.
That's like an open mic.
Damn.
Yeah. So if you plan on trying to make some money, you need to get some other shows surrounding that one.
Just call me when you coming.
That was my plan, was to kind of hit that, have something else lined up, and then maybe run by and cash in on Jersey Hustle.
That'd be good.
Damn, you gonna go back to you just trying to work it all the way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, I'll go with you, Jamal Curtis.
Yeah, we can do it, Val.
Man, hey, I think this now is that your government name, Jamal Curtis?
No, it's actually JC.
Okay, that was okay.
So how that came to be was TikTok threw a thing out. I guess it was about the time I started comedy back in March, April, May, something like that. And it was how basically the gingers and stuff was sold with the same, I guess the same scale or same grading as what black folks were. And I was like, man, that's crazy to think about it. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna write some shit. So that's kind of what I went with, was comparing gingers to blacks, and it kind of worked.
Okay. Now, funny man,
because hell, I season my food.
Funny man Green, where you from, my brother?
I'm from Cumberland, Maryland.
Okay.
It's like 3 hours from DC.
Okay.
Oh, I would like to say something about old school comedians and stuff. They really want you to reach out to them. I tell you that much. They don't want to do any networking. It's all contact me or send me this and send me that. Like, no, like that time when that dude said, "Hey, you need me on your podcast." I was like, "No, I don't. I got JC, Chout, David Green, Weezy. I got all these people on my podcast. I don't need you to be on here." These people make it seem like that they're the shit, and that once you put me on the show, you're gonna get all these viewers and things like that. Just like all these Def Comedy Jam, Comic View comedians who do these shows, and they try to act like, yeah, I'm from Def Comedy Jam. I can pack 200-300 people in there, and then when they finally get there, there's no one there. Got.
But yeah, I don't understand why, man. Like I see some polished flyers, right? But you gotta have You can't produce shows with $50 budget if you want quality comedians, man. I've seen a lot of shows that they try to go the cheap route, put 8 people on there, and they know they're not going to be quality. You can't put a bunch. You got to have a proper headliner. You got to have a proper host, right? And I see a lot of hosts, like I said, a lot of hosts that try to be a feature when you know your job as a host. You got to have the quality lineup. I feel like a quality lineup. You might not win the producing game, but you got to put a quality up there to bring the people back. Right or wrong, I don't know. I never produced a show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I give LA props or whatever though, because my first show that I produced or whatever, it was I mean, you know what I mean, it was okay. I'm talking about like financially, I took like a $2,000 hit, you know what I mean, because I provided food.
Yeah.
I had Wu-Tang, I had like a Wu-Tang Clan set of comedians or whatever. It was like 8 or 9 comedians or whatever. Then the bad boy had a nerve to bring his son. He was like, "Can my son do 5 minutes?" I said, "What?" my DJ was a karaoke DJ. Like every time somebody asked for a song, he wanted to sing it. This bad boy, no lie. This bad boy, he got on the mic. He said, "My mom's telling me no." He was like, "No, the crowd is telling you no." I've never in my life. And then on this show that I was doing, whatever, I hit him up because you know what I mean. I don't really know a lot of DJs or whatever like that, and he was like, "Well, I need more money." I said, "You know what? I'll DJ." But I you know what I mean, I end up looking up and getting, you know what I mean, one of the best DJs in Hagerstown or whatever. So I'm ready for this show. But like I said, going back to LA, you know what I mean, he was just like, you know, and instead of frying the show, you know what I mean, he gave pointers and after this, like he said, you know what I mean, he said you don't need 20 comedians, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And like I said, I took like a $2,000 hit or whatever like that. And I said, not this time.
Yeah. So LA, what's your thoughts of it? LA and Mr. 505 before we get out of here? Why do you think that format is still popular of the 8 comedians lineups? What's your thoughts about that? What do you think? Why is it still popular instead of the 4 or whatever? Or what? Anybody can answer this question too. Why do you think people still do that?
Well, in my opinion, they're doing it because those people can bring a couple people in. It's they'll put you on a show if you bring 4 people, okay, I'll put you on the show. Oh, I can bring 4 people. I'll put you on the show. Or I'll put you on the show. Now you got like 20, 30 people, but yeah, you got like 7 or 8 comics, and they're all paying to do some time, and they're probably not getting anything from it. So 4 people, $20, you just made $80 just letting this person do 5 minutes of comedy. When it's that many people, it's not it's a bringer show. That's all that is. All those people are from that area, and they can probably bring 3 or 4 people to the show. Because if you look at if you have those 12 people on the show, they're from that same area of where they're from. There's no one out of town. They're all from that same freaking area. And that's what I think it is. That's why people have so many shows. Except David Green. David Green just can't say no. You know, sometimes David Green got to say no because he had this is what happened with David Green. David Green had a comedian say he needed this, and this for him to be on the show. And Funny Man Green said, "No, I'm not doing that." So he took him off and brought somebody else on the show. Next thing I see, he's on the show still. Talking about he was just playing. And that's the one that bought his son. So now, Funny Man Green got to pay the dude that he took that guy's place and he still got him because he still came, and he got his son. I mean, you should have just said no. You're not performing. You just like I had to tell Lee. You think? See, David Green would have put Lee on the stage. He's like, I thought I was performing. Not me. I've had my comedians. These are who performing. You're too late. That's all. Just like with open mics too. People think they can just come in when the show starts at 8. You can't come in at 8:30, 8:45 and going to be on the open mic just because it's still going. I tell people, man, I already got my lineup. I'm already set. Boom. And people get mad about it. I don't care. You're an open micer. I don't care. This show is for you to go out there and get your rep in. It's not. If you don't perform at my open mic, you're not. I am not losing anything. I'm doing this for you. I don't get paid to do this open mic. I am so blessed that these people that like the Spot on Kirk and Ursula's and Coffee Pot gives me a chance to go do this for them. I don't get paid for this. I get paid for going to shows like 505 and David Green's and JC's. That's where I get paid. So I could just not do this show at all and just go somewhere and do a show where I get paid. I'm doing this for y'all, and y'all gonna sit there and pretty much like slap in the face by coming in 30 minutes, 45 minutes late. When I sit here and I tell you my show starts at 8 and I don't get a phone call or anything like that. No, I'm not taking that nonsense. And that's why people are like, oh, LA's so strict. LA's about this. Yes, I am. Because you need to be that. And people, I mean, what makes you think you can be that you can just come into a place half an hour, 45 minutes late? You don't do that at your job. If you do that, you don't have a job. This is like my job. When you come in here, it's like a job. I tell you how to be here at a certain time, and if you can't be there by a certain time, at least give me a call. Have the common courtesy. Be a decent human being. Because when you do that, it's like F LA feelings, F his show. I come in whenever I want to come in. All right. When you don't perform, don't get mad at me and then go to the other people talking about LA's an a-hole because LA didn't even let me perform. That's why these people, if you watch their do shows here, they always do this thing called all is welcome. And they think they're slick when they say all is welcome. Why would you have to put on your flyer that all is welcome? If you're doing a show, who thinks, well, I wonder if I'm welcome there? Well, I wonder what kind of people they're going to have. No, if you're doing a comedy show, ain't nobody saying, oh, I'm probably not welcome there. It's a comedy show. Everybody's welcome. You don't have to put it on your flyer. But because I sit here and I say stuff like, yeah, I don't want these people on my show. Like I said, there's 4 people I don't want at my open mics, and they know who they are. So now it's like, well, LA doesn't welcome them. But do you know why I don't welcome them? Because of the crap that they do, like come in late whenever they want. Talk bad about me, talk bad about the Spot on Kirk, Ursula's, Coffee Pot, whatever. Coffee Pot comic, making little comments like that, little sneaky disses. And I'm supposed to sit there and be like, you're all right. That's cool. No, it's not all right. And I'm going to tell you it's not all right. And when I do, don't sit here and be like, LA's an a-hole, LA, all mad and all this. That's why I can't come to his shows. No, you don't come to my shows because you're late. You come to my shows because you talk crap about me. You talk crap about all the places where I do my open mics. Tell that. I don't just tell people, no, you can't come to my open mic. One person said I don't let them come to my open mic because they're overqualified to do my open mic. Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all hearing this, people? You're overqualified to do an open mic. So that's a slap in the face to all the people that do open mics, period. But no, they don't see that. They're like, oh, yeah, you are overqualified. Morons. Sometimes I'm like, y'all think y'all slick and y'all not. I mean, just listen to what these people say. Just listen. That's why I'm very observant. So that's like when they say that all is welcome crap. That's towards me, because I don't allow everybody on my open mics. That's all that is. And people are like, no, it's not like that. We just want all is welcome. Then why you have to put it up there? Everybody knows all is welcome. You don't have. I don't put on my flyers, all is welcome. Just stupid people. Anyway, but to answer your question, that's
LA, it sound like he's like Allen Iverson. Practice. You talking about practice? Practice?
Hey, I don't. I'm good.
They get a show. We already did, and the only reason you got that is because we won't do it for the money they pay. They're paying. Okay.
Yeah, there's people that they do comedy shows for other people after we do it. So we've already done that. Why we want to do, like, I'm a type of comedian, y'all. I'll come to your show, man. You don't have to pay me. Give me some gas money. I'm cool. But the second time, yeah, we need to talk about money. Yeah, we really do. And I'm not going to do it. But yet those other people do it. But it's funny how they always do shows after we do it. Because I know they'd be like, oh, man, yeah, I know L.A., we in Roanoke too, and out of here, bro.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Hey, what's your reason is, Mr. 505, and what do you think why people do the 8-person lineups, man?
Oh yeah, I'm
sorry. No, you did fine, brother. I'll say this: I have only done it once, and I did it literally for the reason that LA just brought up. I did it because I needed those bringers because I was in another city. I had a comic that came out of Philly, and really it was more of and he did a great job. Don't get me wrong, he did a great job, but to make sure that I could give him the best representation because he was booked in another city, in a city that was not my own, but it was still going to be a 505 show, and my name was on it. Just like Ike Turner said, my name is on it, so therefore I booked enough bringers and enough comedians that were going to be strong enough to bring enough people to make sure that it was going to be a safe show. And it just wasn't a bad vision for me. So I've only done that once. But as far as I don't like being a part of them, number one, I don't want to go do a 5 to 7 minute set. Let me be clear on that. That's not saying that I won't do, but if I'm gonna do a 5 to 7 minute set, I might as well be going to an open mic. I might as well be going to an open mic because at the end of it, even if let's just be clear, it ain't many people's gonna pay you for 5 minutes. So if you're not getting paid and you still, if you're working your tight 5, that's fine and good. I can go work my tight 5 at an open mic, and that's it. I want to be working anything above 7 to 10 minutes if I'm gonna be on a show. And I say that because then it doesn't feel like it's like a total waste of the day. Unless you just like getting in front of like some A-list comic or something like that. Let me correct it. It can be a strong B comic. It can be a strong B comic, but as far as just coming to do a guest spot at a show that might not, every rep matters, but for 5 minute set, that's an open mic set. That's open mic. Even if I'm in front of people, that's the same as going to an open mic. And especially if I'm paying for my own gas and I'm paying for all this myself, that's an open mic. I can go to an open mic. And sometimes you can pick it. And I guess it's because I say it all the time. I'm in a lucky environment that there are always open mics going on. Because like you can go jump on a guest spot and get that 5 minute guest spot, and you can be in a room full of comics. And that's what it's gonna be, a room full of, if you just say you got 8 comics, you in a room full of comics. Well, guess what? That ain't no different than going to an open mic, because you in a room full of comics. And you're probably gonna get out of there sooner. Now, they gonna sweeten the pot with some chicken wings on their show probably. So if you just hungry, then go ahead and do the 8-person lineup with the chicken wings. But if you ain't hungry and you can go home and eat, then just you got it. As my boy said, you got to say the nano, brother. You got to say the nano. That's it.
That shit's real, man. Anybody else want to add 2 cents to that before we close out?
I ain't got the attention span to listen to 8 people.
It's hard.
I mean, an open mic, yes, but no. I ain't gonna do all that. I ain't gonna do show starts at 8 o'clock and we don't start till 10:15.
Woo!
Mm-mm.
David Green.
At some point, you're gonna start taking. At some point, you're gonna start. Let's just be clear. When you have a show like that, how much time is your headliner doing? Because if your headliner is doing 35 minutes to an hour, and you got 7 more comics up to him, you have kidnapped your fucking crowd. You kidnapped them. Let's just be clear. Let's just be clear on that. Let's just do the time. So you got 7 comics at 5 minutes apiece, and we both know. So that's 35 minutes. Out of them 7, 4 of them are gonna run the light. So let's just say they're gonna run it by a minute and a half. Okay, now we're up to 40 minutes. Your host is gonna do anywhere between a minute to 2 minutes between each comic. So now let's just do the math on that. So you got 7 times 2. That's for another 14. So now we're at 54 minutes before the headliner gets up there.
And don't forget 4 songs.
And you got your intro music too. Like I said, I didn't even get that. So okay, there you go. So there you go. So we literally are probably looking at anywhere between a 2 hours and 15 minutes on the low end. On the low end. I'm just going by the time now by the time we get done taking pictures, and I'm exhausted. And all I got is some funky ass chicken wings.
Funky ass chicken wings.
That ain't even gonna be fried hard.
Pink.
All drums.
All drums.
Yeah.
But hey, man, before we end this up, get started with Mr. 505. Let the people know what they can find you. All the shit got coming up. Then we go JC, Funny Man Green. Then we're gonna say the last for Mr. LA, Josh Presley. You gotta put the capital A on LA.
Man, that is, man. I am the Mr. 505. This week, my main focus is going to be the Naked Truth Part 5, Middle Child Mayhem. I got a funny Hispanic host named Mr. John Buzo. He does comedy in Spanish and in English. Mr. John Buzo. I got a really funny woman named Miriam Kirk. Uncle Carl Barrea, y'all talk about them OGs. This does the comic view and stuff like that. I got OG Uncle Carl Barrea. And then me, I'm going to come in and I'm going to try to bring my own level of funny and do what I can do. Also, I got Kev the comedian out of Kentucky. He will be here. He's been on Jimmy Kimmel, things like that. He's performed at Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club and things of that nature. So that's this weekend. And then December the 6th, myself and Elijah the Barber, we're going to go at it when 505 stole Christmas. And y'all notice there's a theme to it. But yeah, that's gonna be like my main focus right now is go ahead and trying to finish this year up strong, finish this Naked Truth series, and we're gonna have fun, man. And I appreciate all of you gentlemen for being on the Rod Uncensored Show, and I appreciate Rod, who has definitely been engaged tonight, and I have not seen his solo cup one time tonight.
He's been hiding, but
I was actually drinking water tonight.
Wow. Okay. JC, go ahead, man.
All right. So what's up, y'all? I'm JC, Jamal Curtis, JC Allen Comedy. Comedian, producer out of Boone's Mill, Trump Town. I will be at LA's open mic at Spot on Kirk Tuesday. I will be at my own show Friday. It'll be myself, Jared Christensen is going to be our host. You got BJ Owens, Juice Atkins, and Teron Rogers. It's going to be a hell of a show. But that's about it for me this week.
Okay.
And next week.
Okay. Funny man. Go ahead and go. You can hear me? It's your turn.
Go ahead, David.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, this is Funny Man Green. I'm going to be doing a show on the 21st. Matter of fact, next week. Oh, time is just flying. Yeah, the 21st at the Event Center on Cumberland, Maryland. You know what I mean? Trying to bring the funny to my hometown and everything. You know what I mean? We're gonna have Shout Bout. We're gonna have LA. Preston. We're gonna have Shaquan Williams. Headline is going to be Lonnie Davis. Then December the 13th, I think I'll be in Baltimore for Howard G show, and December 15th, Denver, Colorado. I can't remember the name of the place offhand, but yeah, it's going to be a pretty busy month.
That's dope. That's dope. A leg. Let finish it off.
Hello, everyone. My name is L.A. Josh Preston, the host and producer of the Real Funny Comedy Show, and this right here, the podcast, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Unfortunately, this week it'll be none of those days, unfortunately, because on Tuesday, we're going to be doing an open mic at the Spot on Kirk right here in Roanoke, Virginia. To me, one of the best open mics. As you can see, I said one of the best. I didn't say the best. I said one of the best because that's the type of person I am. Anywho, and it's going to be open mic. All is welcome except 4 people can come to the show. Make sure you're on time. Be here before 8 o'clock. And if you are late, please just let me know. We're going to have a great time there. Wednesday, a reason why I can't be doing the podcast because my daughter has a play, and I love watching her do plays because she is very good at theater, and she may be a great actress one day. That's my I ain't gonna say retirement fund, but it's gonna be something. I hope she just be a decent human being. That's all. That's all I'm hoping for. But if she's gonna be a great actress, I can deal with that too. And on the 20th, I'll be in Richmond, Virginia at the Crescent Collective. Myself, Samantha L. and Teron Rogers is going to be there. And Friday, Cumberland, Maryland, it is here. It is crazy how quickly it just crept up on us, man. We've been planning this for maybe 3 months, and now it's here, and I can't wait to be up in Cumberland, Maryland to do show for Funny Man Green, myself, Chow Bao, Shaquan Williams, and Lonnie Davis, and then that's pretty much it until the following month. But I'm just happy that I'm able to do these comedy shows. I'm just happy I've met like great people like Funny Man Green, Rod, Mr. 505, JC. It's been a blessing because it's been hard especially these past 3 years, especially before I met Teron Rogers. It was a very tough thing going through doing this comedy and trying to build this thing here in Roanoke. But people like Teron Rogers, Chow Bout, JC, we're doing it we're doing it slowly but surely and stuff. Unfortunately, like last night, man, I said everybody, there's an open mic here on Saturday. No, y'all not doing anything, and it was just Chow Bout and JC there and myself. but that was okay because we did our thing. HL Boney came out there, did his thing, which is pretty funny with the N-word thing because he has to say a joke. There's 2 jokes he says, and he has to say the N-word because if he doesn't, it doesn't go well. So he said it and then looked at me and said, "Okay, that's the end of my N-word, LA," and continue with his routine and stuff. So that also makes you feel like, yo, I respect what you asked for. I respect it, and there it is. I'm done. Because I've had it when I said don't N-word, okay, and they just bombed it off, and I said, okay. Never heard from you again. And right now they're not doing any comedy shows because people like that, they to me they burn bridges, and they if you're a booker and they tell you, hey, don't do this, don't do that, hey, be here, be on time, and you don't do that, it goes around. Bookers talk to bookers. Like this is it right here. Mr. 505, JC, David Green, myself. There's 4 bookers right here. And we won't book one person because the person just not a decent human being and just lies and all this. We can't deal with that. We don't like liars, man. We want people to be decent human beings, man. Be professional. That's what we ask for. And it gets around. And then boom, like I said, 4 bookers just right now. You can't get booked because you want to lie and you want to do stuff. But like I said, I'm just happy to be with a group of people that I can trust and just happy to be around. That's all. That's pretty much it. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I think y'all, man. Y'all kept on talking about November 21st. November 21st is when my mom got cut open and I was born, man. 33 years. It's going to be 33 years I came out that gut, man. My dad told me Keith Sweat was playing in the background. They were drinking Heinekens and Crown Rule. That's why I got here. You know what I mean? I came out that old, sloth. Out of my dad's penis. Call it a sloth because you know what I mean.
Man, hey.
So is the 21st? Does that start Sagittarius?
It's on the cusp. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's on the cusp. It's on the cusp of Scorpio. It's the beginning of Sag because it's the last day of Scorpio season, the 21st. So again, I will be at the Market Street Brewery in Happy Grace, Maryland. I'm doing like 10 minutes there. I like doing shows because you get more out of shows than an open mic. I don't care how much time I come feature for a couple of some gas money just to get the practice in because you get more out of it than an open mic. So, you can get me on the guest spot, you know what I mean, to get the practice in. But I got that going on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully, me and the wife get that, that blue chew in, you know what I mean? I could bust some crab legs all weekend, hit the baby up with some that milk with that the milk with the
wait a minute.
In it. Huh?
You popping a blue chew and busting crab legs open.
Yeah.
That just don't sound right.
She got thick thighs, so it's like crab legs, you know what I mean?
Hey man, hey. Let that man be on his different level of freak, JC. Hey, you trying to understand? You trying to understand? Rod is just that's like a no, my brother.
So I told her for my birthday I want to react the movie Queen. You remember the movie Queen from Roots? You don't remember Roots?
Damn well he ain't know what. Of course, Roots? I have seen Roots, but ain't nobody. JC ain't never seen Roots. They don't watch that.
So I told her I wanted to get like one of them dresses, you know what I mean, like from back in the day of slavery time, you know what I mean, one of them long dresses, so I could bust them crab legs open, man. So I got to work for the crab legs, you know what I mean. So I want to react the movie Roots, you know what I mean. I play like a black hand coming out the field, you know what I mean, trying to take some crab legs, man.
Have you ever thought about how funky that house would have been? how funky slave sex really would have been?
I'm okay with that because I hope they come up with something where you can reenact that with your old lady, like a cabin with no AC on, just for a couple hours. I want to smell what that smell like.
You look like you want to bust somebody named Mildred down.
Yeah, I want to be able to bust some ass in the cotton field without getting locked up in Mississippi, Mr. 505. That's what I want to do before I die, man.
Hey, man.
The worst smell I ever smelled was growing up. There was a family dinner we had down in Danville, Virginia, and all they cooked was chitlins.
Oh no, you can't. You gotta clean them with holes, man. You gotta put the holes in them chitlins, man. But
they were store-bought chitlins. But
man, yeah,
I mean, you talking about feeding 50 people chitlins, and I don't even remember if it was sides there or anything. I just remember the nasty ass smell.
You didn't went to a whole
nasty ass looking chitlins.
You went to a shit dinner.
That's a shit dinner.
Pretty damn much.
You went to a shit dinner. Oh, Lord have mercy.
The worst thing I ever ate. The worst thing I ever ate was a muskrat. My grandma made a muskrat. She sucked the eyeballs out that muskrat head. But you know
what? A muskrat?
Yeah, my grandma ate a muskrat, man.
Hey, man. Let him cook.
But again, it's time to go out of here, man. I appreciate y'all fellas, man. It's 11:08.
Yep.
I appreciate everybody going. It's time to turn the lights off, man. And check everybody's social media out, man. And we out.
Yeah. That's what's up.